Hi everyone. So I haven't done a video in a really long time. That's because I just recently moved to Washington D.C. from Podunk Nowhere, Michigan. So I've been here for a little over a week now, and it sure has been a whirlwind. So when I got here, I drove down on New Year's Day. So far, I have driven 12 hours in a car. I have visited not everything humanly possible, but that's what it felt like in 3 days. I have started a new internship with the esteemed Smithsonian. And let's see, I moved in with a family that I never met before. They're wonderful, by the way. And I found out about 3 days into my internship that this whole time I thought it was paid. And guess what? It's not. So in a week, it's been crazy. And to go along with that craziness, you know, I'm trying to survive, and girls gotta eat. So, and I feel bad, you know, like eating the food here. So I just went out to get some food. I had a Walmart gift card. So I searched on, you know, Google Maps to try and find the closest Walmart. And I found the one that looked least shady. So, I get in my car, and I turn my GPS on, and I drive about 25 minutes on the windiest, like, skinniest little streets that you could ever imagine to get to this Walmart. So it's honestly, it's like it just jumps right out at you. It's this big Walmart on the side of the street, just like, and I was looking for parking, so I followed a sign that said Walmart parking. Turns out they have a parking structure, like they have a parking garage for Walmart customers. So I go down there, and I get inside, and I need to refill a prescription. So I find the pharmacy, and this place is just packed to the brim, okay? Walmart's crazy anyway, but this place was just packed to the brim. So I find the pharmacy. They're super nice, super helpful. Turns out I need to call the doctor and refill my prescription. Whatever. We'll do it later this week. So I'm shopping, and I didn't think I was going to pick up a ton of stuff, so I didn't grab a cart, I didn't grab a basket or anything, and I end up with this armfuls of stuff. So I walk up to the front, and I'm like, I see the security guard, like Walmart has a security guard, like what is that? And I'm like, hello sir, in my like nicest little girl voice. Do you guys have baskets? No ma'am, but we have just the push carts that you can use. You can go grab one if you want. So I walk out of like where the sensors would be at a normal Walmart with food in my hands, and I throw them all into a cart. Weirdest thing. So I get my cart, and I'm pushing it around, and there's people just everywhere, and it's like people just abandoning their carts places, and it's just, there's no rhyme or reason. Like, I know supermarkets don't normally have rhyme or reason, but dear Lord, like, there was just carts everywhere. I didn't know what to do. Like, and then, of course, I was running around there like I had just, like, taken a stupid pill. Like, I had no idea what I was doing, and I had been in a Walmart before, but it was just, like, it was so ridiculous. So, then I go to checkout. I get my, like, 7 items that I needed, and I go to checkout, and all the self-checkouts are down. None of them are working. So I have to go and, you know, go through a line, whatever. So I get in a relatively short line. After waiting for like 5 minutes, the lady at the cash register goes, yeah, I'm leaving. And she looks right at me. And I'm like, what? So I tell the lady behind me, I'm like, okay, she's leaving. She's like, well, where's she going? I'm like, I don't know. So I ask her, she's like, yeah, I'm closed. Can't you see? I'm like, okay, whatever. Jump in the line next to me. She finishes checking out the 2 people that were in front of me. And then she goes, I could take a couple more people. I jumped over my cart and strangled her to death. Now, I know that's not nice, and I contained myself. But dear Lord, I just, really, lady? She left for like 2 seconds and came right back. And so then a ton of people get in her line, and then she's like, oh no, I'm closed. I can only take 2 people. And I'm just like, woman, just go. Just leave, okay? So, did you know that in Maryland and in D.C. they have a bag tax? So if you don't bring your own bags, they charge you like 10 cents a plastic bag. Like, that's crazy. right? So I didn't bring my own bags. I could have bought some right there, but I was just like, listen, I need to get out of this place. Like, I need a Diet Coke or something. Like, I need to get out of here. And so I pay the bag tags, and then I get outside. I honestly, at this point, I just decided to pretend that I had never been to Walmart before because it was so new. So push my cart out the door, and this lady's sending like shopping carts down this like escalator thing. And I'm like, do you take the carts? She's like, well, you don't need it anymore, do you? And I was like, no. She goes, you can just leave it over there. Like, okay. So I just like left it in the middle of nowhere. I take my stuff down the stairs back to the parking garage. I lost my car. Could not find Suzanne, that's the name of my car, for the life of me. I was wandering around there, and I'm like, oh my god. And there's like parking aids everywhere, and like I even looked at the sign that said you are in row D, and I just still like I could not find Suzanne. So now I'm like panicking, right? I've got my spaghetti and my SpongeBob fruit snacks, and I'm just panicking. And then I look at the letters, and I'm like in row F, and I'm like, oh my god. So I get over to row D, and Suzanne is like the only one over there. And I leave out of there, and I go to McDonald's, because at this point I need some french fries and a Diet Coke, because I've been through a lot. So I get there. They have 2 speakers on a hill. This hill is, and it's like a curve. It's not even just like a straight uphill. It's like a curve uphill. So I'm sitting at the first speaker, nothing. I hear a guy go, please pull forward. Yeah, did you understand that? Yeah, no, I didn't either. Please pull forward to the next speaker. I determined that he has said, please pull forward to the next speaker. So I pull forward to the next speaker. Sitting there, nothing. Finally, welcome to McDonald's, what can I help you? Yeah, so what I've determined from this is that Walmart, I don't think is a thing really here. It was a nice Walmart though, like holy crap. But like the carts being everywhere, and like I think everything was just smushed. I think it was just like a compact Walmart, and they didn't have baskets. They only had carts. And the self-check lanes weren't open, and so it was just a bunch of congestion. And the worst part is that I have to go back there to get my prescription. I am going to stay closer to here when I need my groceries next, because I have run out of gift card money. And hope that, you know, it's better over here.
Are you gonna eat them taters?